Just because I can do these deep Cossack switches doesn't mean that I don't wake up with my knees feeling like I'm 80 years old. A lot of people see somebody who can do one movement really well with great mobility, with great strength, and they just assume that that person has great mobility in their whole entire knee. That's not true. About 6 years ago, I was rushing through some pistol squats because I was working out with my brother. We're getting a little competitive because he's younger than me and also stronger than me. An ego thing. My knees were not as stable as they needed to be. I was coming in and out of the pistol squats real fast, trying to get all these reps done, and my knee didn't like that, and they let me know. It was nothing dramatic. I didn't go to the ER. There was no pop sound, but right now, they do let me know on cold and humid days that I made a mistake. Last year, I stayed in a place where it was both cold and humid for about 3 months, and my knees really let me know they did not like that. I was waking up every morning with a dull ache in the knee. It wasn't so bad that I couldn't walk. It took some time to warm up, and then once it was warm, it was okay, but that was the warning sign. I needed to get some knee work done. Not the surgical kind, the exercise kind. So I went down a YouTube rabbit hole, did a whole bunch of research trying to figure out what exercises I really need to focus on to help strengthen my knee. I've got 4 exercises that I did 3 times a week, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, standard bodybuilding style workout. And in about 2 months, I was not waking up with any knee pain at all. We've got 4 main exercises: the ATG Split Squat, the calf stretch to a calf raise, the kneeling calf stretch to a calf raise, and Tibialis Raises. Those 4 exercises combined made a huge difference on my knee. So I'll show you how they work right now. The bread and butter of this workout is the ATG Split Squat. It takes your knee and puts it through its deepest range of motion. All right, we're going to get into a position that looks like this, where your calves are touching your thighs. If you cannot get into a position that looks like this, where your heels are down, your calves and your thighs are touching, you can elevate your front leg, like so. When you elevate your front leg, it will be a lot easier to get your calves and your thighs to touch, while feeling that nice stretch in your Achilles tendon. That's one half. The other half looks like this. We're bringing that leg down and back and trying to keep our upper body nice and straight and tall. And boom, this is the ATG Split Squat. A lot of people don't like this movement because their knees don't feel strong, they don't feel stable, and that is exactly why we have to do it. Our next movement is a calf stretch into a calf raise. We're going through the whole range of motion available to you at your calves, and they look a little like this. If you step on the edge of something rather strong and firm and let your ankles drop down, your heels drop down, you'll get into that calf stretch, right? And then if you focus on coming into a calf raise, bring your feet up as high as you can, getting onto your toesies. That is the movement. That's everything. That's the whole thing. Calf stretch into a calf raise. All you need to do is make sure what you're stepping on is stable and that you're close enough to something stable that you can lean against it for a little bit of support. I got a chair, I got a yoga block, and it's enough to start. If you get too strong for this, you're like, I don't need this. This is too easy. Feel free to start with one leg. All right? Calf stretch, calf raise. Now we've got its sister exercise, the knees over toes calf stretch to calf raise, and it is going to look pretty similar, but we definitely need to hold on to something for this one. All right, let's scoot the block back, and we're going to focus on bending the knees. From here, when you do that calf raise, it's going to feel a little bit different than the other one. The muscle that you're stretching, the muscle that you are contracting is going to be a different one than the one when your leg is straight. You can do a couple of these. And if it gets too easy for you, here are some more options. You can do them like this. You're in that deep stretch against the wall, and you're coming all the way up. The further away you are from the wall, maintaining that stretch, the harder it will be. And of course, you can always go to one leg, lift your whole entire body weight, and build plenty of strength that way. And the final of our 4 exercises is the Tibialis Raise. All you need is a wall to lean against and have your heels come on down in front of you. The Tibialis Raise looks like this. We're lifting the toes up towards our knees, and all this pressure is in our heels. You might want to wear some sneakers, all right? To make it more difficult, you can just let your feet come further away from the wall, and it will be a lot harder. If you're ready for more, that's not enough for you, feel free to try to do them on one leg. Try to do them hard mode on one leg. If you can do 8 to 12 reps, you can get a little bit more difficulty, but these muscles are the muscles that you're using every day when you're walking. So work on building up the reps. Hit 20, 25, 30 reps and get them really, really, really tired and exhausted, because that's what these muscles are actually doing in real life. I can't promise you that these will fix your knees, but they will build strength and support through and around the knee to keep you moving a little bit better. I can tell you from personal experience that I was able to go in about 2 months of exercise, about 20 workouts, from waking up having knee pain for absolutely no reason at all to being able to wake up, jump around, do crazy things with absolutely zero fear that my knee was going to act up. 2 months! So if you're trying to do some mental math calculation, see if the investment is worth it, try a couple of days. If you feel a reduction in the discomfort, you know you're going the right direction, and keep it up. If your knees are starting to talk to you and they're telling you not so nice things, maybe you should start listening. So here's some honest truth. As soon as my knee started feeling better and it wasn't achy anymore, I also stopped doing the exercises. I'm pretty active, so I was able to maintain some of that strength that was built. But it's been about 10 months now, and I'm starting to feel the achiness start to come back on cold days, on humid days, sometimes when I'm coming up the stairs, and it's time to sit back down and get back to training. This time, I already know what exercises help make a huge difference, so it'll be much faster to get straight to work. And I hope you follow along, because if you hit subscribe, I'm going to be following up with more content around knee health, working out the knees, and helping us all move a little bit better. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.